Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to a coffee cup class. Let's begin at the front of the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Extending your tailbone down, which we started a discussion on the extended tailbone down on beautiful yogis, and there was a good point brought in. If you do have lordosis or you're naturally you tend to lose connection with your core and your butt sticks out, then you are going to just feel a connection with your core and strengthen your hips. When I say extend your tailbone down, I never mean to say basically overtuck where your back becomes flat, and I never mean to say squeeze your butt cheeks in. That also jams your hips or tailbone. What I mean is find extension in the tailbone or natural curve in your tailbone. So if you have kyphosis where you're already flat, your lower back is flat, then you find a little bit of a curve in your tailbone or a little bit of a movement back. So, you will still want to find connection through your core. So find what's natural for you. Where is your strength, place of strength, where you're connected with your core, where there is your stance is strong, your hips are strong, your tailbone is aligned, and your core is strong. This is what I mean. Yeah, if you're swaying way back, you will tuck a little bit or you will extend. You want to find natural extensions and elongation. Natural extension and elongation. So we'll begin at the front of the mat. Inhale your hands over the head and stay here for a moment. You don't have to tuck your tailbone here. You can have a natural curve in the lower back and just lift here. Lengthen. Arch. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, look ahead of you. And now this is the opposite action. We're finding the natural curve in the lower back. All this action of finding the curve and finding the core will strengthen your spine and your core. Step back plank. Take the right leg across from your body, chaturanga, come up. Take the left leg across from your body, chaturanga, come up. Right and left. And plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Nice deep ujjayi breath. Inhale the right leg up, open the hip. Right hip on top of the left, lift the knee. Opening the hip. And let's square the hips and step it through. Come up, high lunge, press the back heel away from you. Now, when we say extend the tailbone down here, in this case, it is good to find some extension because this will allow you to stretch here to get into the hips and the hip flexor, even the psoas. And it will allow you to connect with your core, so we're not giving in and letting the belly out. We're actually all connected and we're feeling it. You will feel it, just experiment with it and you will feel it. You'll feel that place where it's good. Definitely don't overtuck and don't jam your tailbone and hips, but definitely find your core strength. Exhale the hands on the floor, step it back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, chaturanga, downward facing dog. Take the left leg up, open the hip, Bend the knee and lift the knee as high as you can. Finding strength in the standing leg. Square your hips, step the left foot between your hands, high lunge. Connecting with the core, pressing into the back heel, feeling your quadriceps on the right side. Exhale the hands down, step it back. Plank, right knee between the elbows, step it back, left knee between the elbows, step it back. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, open the hip, keep the leg straight for a second maybe. Square your shoulders or keep your shoulders even. Bend the knee and let the foot drop behind you. You can drop the foot in vaulting on the floor. Lift your hips high. Finding length again in the spine, finding strength in the core as well as space, and as well as enjoying the back extension. And side plank, left hand on the floor. We are going to touch the outside of the right foot, the inside of the right foot, and bring the right elbow to the right knee. 1. Touch the outside of the foot, inside of the foot, knee to elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Lifting through the tailbone. And let's inhale the left leg up. You can straighten the leg, keep it straight for a moment, and just feel your left hip opening over the right. Feel this stretch and just enjoy it. You can square the shoulders if that feels right. Bend the knee. And find wow thing here. Lifting the hips as high as you can. Finding space. Openness, alignment, strength. And let's stack the hips on top of each other, side plank. And we're gonna go for 10 of those. Out, touching the outside of the foot, inside of the foot, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost there. 9. Pull the belly in. And last one. Oh my goodness. Plank, chaturanga, upward dog. Take a nice upward dog and hold here. Now, for example, the difference here of tucking the tailbone under in upward facing dog as opposed to finding space in the spine and still being supported by your core, even though we're stretching, so we're stretching it, but there is no complete loss of connection. The difference is squeezing your butt cheeks and jamming your tailbone as opposed to extending the tailbone slightly and opening the chest to find space. It's simply finding space, so there is no parts of the spine that are jammed. We're not compressing the vertebra. Downward facing dog. You can wag your tailbone here, kind of like a dog. Excellent. Let's bend the knees, look between your elbows and take a hop to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, pull the belly in, look ahead of you. Exhale, forward bend, dip on it. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, look ahead of you, and this time straight back, spinal curvature, come up. Exhale, hands over the head. Inhale, and go a little back, arc. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, look ahead of you, step back plank. Lower down chaturanga, upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, step the right foot between the hands, drop the back heel down. Warrior 2. Reversing the warrior. Right hand on the floor, open the hip, lengthen. Reach over the head. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Take the right hand up, left hand down, twist. And stay in your twist, come up. Reverse this. Right hand down the left leg. Look ahead of you. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Step your right foot behind your wrists. Take the left foot off the floor and take a small hop back, another small hop back, and third small hop back into plank. One-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga. Tuck your left knee to your elbow, come back up and take one hop with your right foot, second hop, third hop, and back. 1, 2, 3, chaturanga, knee tuck, and forward. 1, 2, 3, 1, now back, 2, 3, 1, legged chaturanga, knee tuck, and now step back on both legs. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, step the left foot between the hands, drop the back heel down, warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Side angle. Bring both hands on the floor, lift the back heel up, twist. Stay in your twist, come up and walk the left hand down the right leg. Look up, look ahead of you, both hands reaching up. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Take your left foot right behind your wrists. Let's take the right leg off the floor and jump back. 1, 2, and third hop, chaturanga. Right knee to right elbow. Hop forward. 1, 2, and 3, and back. 1, 2. Last one, 3, and chaturanga, knee tuck, and coming forward. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, one more, hop, 3, good, and chaturanga and knee tuck and forward. Can we do it? Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3, and back. Open those toes. 1, 2, and last one. 3. And chaturanga, knee tuck, step it back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, space, 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 finding space, and drop the knees on the ground. Walk your knees further away from the front edge of your mat and plant your fingertips down and take a variation of extended puppy. You're sitting back, bringing the forehead down and stretching the shoulders. And the upper back and great. And now we're going to glide the chest on the floor for a back bend. After all, this is a coffee cup and we're waking up. There is nothing more invigorating than back bends. And coming back up, downward facing dog. And let's lift the heels off the floor, bend the knees, look between your hands, and take a hop to the front of the mat, forward bend. Chair. Squat all the way down, roll into plow or bicycle, Navasana if you're for some reason you're not doing plow pose. Roll forward in a squat and come up chair. one-legged chair on the right leg. Grab your left foot and come down and roll back, holding your left foot, and come forward into a squat, holding your foot. Release it, come up, chair. Take the right leg out of the floor, grab it, come into a squat, roll back, and let's see, and come into a squat. Step it back, grab both big toes with your yogic hold, index, middle finger and thumb, roll back, plow, and when you roll out of plow, come into Navasana. So we're going to keep the lower back curve, hold here, and I need to bend my knees because I've been doing classes for 4 days and I'm feeling it. All right, from here, plank, chaturanga, right hand on the floor, side plank, 3 star side planks with really strong core. And here, either chaturanga or feel free to add a push-up. Opposite side. 1, star plank, 2, 3, push-up. Right side, side plank, 1, 2, 3, push-up. Left side, 1, 2, 3. This time we're going to do right knee tuck to the right elbow, left knee tuck to the left elbow, push up, star side plank, 1, 2, 3. Knee tuck, push up, left side star plank, 1, 2, 3. Knee tuck, push up, star side plank. This time we're going to go knee tuck, right elbow to right, to left, right knee to left elbow. So opposite knee to elbow, and then same side. One more time. One last time. And plank, knee tuck, push up, side plank. We're going to go left knee to right elbow, right knee to right elbow. And again, one more time. Good. Plank. And lower down onto your belly. Elbows in. Cobra. Child's pose. Inhale the hands over your head, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, step the right foot between the hands, drop the back heel down, warrior two. Straightening the legs, hinging at the hips, triangle pose. Reaching over the head. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Feet parallel to each other. Left hand on the floor, right arm spins up. Change sides. Walk the hands to your left leg, stretch here. Walk the hands to the right leg, stretch. Hands in the center, and you can bring your head in headstand alignment, and you can either take your legs a little bit off the floor or completely in a headstand. Otherwise, you're just going to stay in the forward bend and enjoy that and coming down from this. And let's walk to the front of the mat. Step back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Take the left leg up. Step the left foot between the hands. Drop the back heel down. Warrior two. Straightening the lead knee. Hinging at the hips, opening the right hip, lengthening. It has to feel good in your body. The whole purpose of a Vinyasa practice is for you to develop a feedback mechanism where you're not so much guided by the cues as much as how it feels in your body. It's getting to know your body. Reaching over the head. Exhale, hands down, step it back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Open the right hip on top of the left. Bend the knee. Wild thing. Maybe two wheel. Or staying wild thing, of course. And coming out of this one-legged downward facing dog, we are going to take 3 small hops to the front of the mat with the left leg. Open up the toes on the right side. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, and back to plank. One-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga, right knee to right elbow, plank. Both feet on the ground, chaturanga, upward facing dog, chaturanga, downward facing dog. And here I experimented. We're doing chaturanga on the top side of my toes and down dog on the top side of my toes because it feels good. And step it back. Let's take the left leg up. Open the hip. Drop the foot behind you. And wild thing, and you can transition into wheel. Coming out of this, now spread the fingers wide open, align your shoulders, open the toes up on the left side, and let's take 3 small hops forward. I know you're feeling it, we're doing a lot of cardiovascular moves. And we're going to have to take them back. To plank. Jumping into plank, one-legged plank. Chaturanga with one leg on the floor. Knee tuck, left knee to left elbow, plank. Drop the knees on the ground. Coming onto all fours. Arch the back, look up. Round the back. Look towards your navel. Arching. Rounding. Arching. Neutral. Neutral back. Take the right shoulder on the ground. Palm of the right hand spins up. Stretching. Changing sides. Coming back up. Before we finish off with the standing vinyasa, we're gonna take a little floor pose. I just did this yesterday with the VIP class I shot, so I'm gonna include it here because I explained in that video, so excuse me for the if I'm repetitive to you, if you saw that video, that I love peacock, not because if you cannot do lotus, skip lotus and sit in easy pose. If you can do half lotus on one side at a time, do that. Lotus is only good for you if it feels good on your knees, on your ankles, on your hips. That's the in your muscles. That's the only time it is good for you. If you're forcing the pose, just don't feel that you need to ever get it, ever do lotus, because it's not important. Nothing is important. The reason why I like peacock is because when we put the elbows into the areas of the stomach, it has a tonifying effect on the digestive organs. It has a tonifying effect not only on your organs of digestion, but it also has, it helps with detoxification. So it aids in detox. So it's a perfect pose. It's really great. I actually like this pose as an aid in right before the cycle begins with the moon cycle with women. It can make things move faster, except for women that have excess bleeding, then it's probably best to avoid. But you can learn all of that by just observing your own body, because everybody's body is different, and some poses are good for certain things for someone, but they're not good for the same things for another person. So it's all about understanding our own body. All right, peacock pose. If you cannot do lotus, you're just going to extend your legs on the ground and lift one leg at a time, maybe, and see if you like it. If it's compressing your chest, your breast, your stomach, if it feels suffocating or anything like that, just avoid it and sit in a forward bend stretch. Otherwise, you can come up and lift up. And lower down. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step the right foot between the hands. High lunge. Hands in prayer twist, because we're detoxing now and also waking up further with twists. They awaken the entire body. Coming out of the twist, reach, drop the knee down on the ground, crescent, lunge, reaching back. Exhale, both hands on the inside of the right foot, stretch here. I will deepen the stretch, but you can just stay in the lunge. And coming out of this stretch, let's bring the right shoulder underneath the right knee, and we are going to maybe tuck your foot under and take the back foot off for just a different type of arm balance. And step this back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, back to chaturanga, downward facing dog, left leg comes up, left foot between the hands, high lunge, hands in prayer, twist. Exhale as you twist, soften the shoulders. Coming out of this reach, lower the right knee down, arch, crescent. Exhale, both hands down, stretch here. Stay in low lunge if that's where it feels good. and coming out. Maybe we'll experiment with the same arm balance again. Bring your left shoulder underneath the left knee and just tuck your foot in, back, and lift the right leg up. Good, and bring it back. All right, so before we sit down on the ground, we're going to walk here with twists. Right foot twists and walks forward. Left foot twists and walk forward. And you can bend the knees. Right, left, just for the fun in the twisty part. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And now we're going to finish and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feet on the ground, knees on the ground. Camel pose. Knees hip width apart. Press the hips forward. Walk the elbows in. Exhale. Child's pose. Inhale, coming up, sitting down on the ground, laying down, and we're going to bring the hands behind the head and do 1, 2, 3, 4 fast bicycles. Come up and do 1, 2, 3, 4 elevated bicycles, and now 3 slow bicycles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elevated. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hands on the ground. Underneath your body, lower the legs down. Come back up. Lift them slightly off the floor, or lift the hips slightly off the floor. Lower down, tailbone off the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hug your knees into your chest. Happy baby, grab your feet. Bring your knees by your rib cage. Extend the left leg on the floor. Right knee comes across, supine twist, right shoulder on the floor. Changing sides. Coming back up, bring your left leg over your chest, right leg over the chest, stretching the hamstrings. Now grab the back of your knees and rock up to seated. Right knee down, left foot across, right hand up, opposite elbow to knee, twist here. Maybe clasp under, maybe not, but do whatever it takes for your anatomy to feel the twist in a pleasant and beneficial way. Inhale, coming up, stacking the knees on top of each other, and look up, lengthen, lower down. slowly coming back up. You can walk around and change sides or just change sides. Inhale the left hand up, right knee up, twist and deepen it. Inhale forward. Let's stack the knees on top of each other. Heels walking towards the hips and lower down. Inhale, coming back up. Bring your legs in front of you. Forward bend. If you are getting deep into your forward bends, then you're just going to bring your chin on your shin bones and look towards your toes. Otherwise, just work your way down wherever you're at. But I do know that a few of you that have been with me since the beginning are already way past this, surpassed my forward bend. So for those of you that are there already, you can look at your toes. For those of you that are not there already, you will get there. Just persevere. That's the beauty of yoga. It just teaches us patience. Inhale, coming up, and just lower yourself down on the ground for Shavasana. So just first focus, or first bring your attention to how good it feels after all this moving, jumping and back bending, to lay down and just experience this pose, to experience the earth beneath you, and extend gratitude for the opportunity today to do yoga and to be mindful and to serve your body in some healthy way, to serve your mind in a healthy way. And now allow everything to just allow this to vanish, to disappear, so that you can stay here empty without thinking about the class or without thinking about your day or night, but just being here, fully being present. Aware of your breath or aware of the sound of your heart beating. Choose one and just follow that sound and be there. Namaste.